Hello Olympiad aspirants. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of F2S Olympiads classes. Here I will help you in Olympiad preparation as well as you are going to get the updates and detailed knowledge of various Olympiad exams. We are going to start an Olympiad preparatory series for grade 5 to 7 for mathematics. We start with the preparation of Silver Zone Mathematics Olympiad, where I will teach you to solve the comprehensive book of Silver Zone. In this book, every chapter contains 40 questions, which I have divided in three-part videos of 14, 14, and 12. You will get two videos every week for your respective class. To get the updates of these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with the worksheet questions. We have already completed the two part of this previous year uh, previous year question paper, that is your 2023 set BB. Now this is our the third part of this previous year question paper. So let's start with this question number 25. If A is B's sister, C is B's mother, D is C's father, and E is D's mother, then how is D related to A? So A and B both are siblings. So just write A and B. They both are siblings. That's why this both will be on the same level. A is the sister. That's why I'm putting the negative sign. And it is the positive sign. Minus means female. Plus means male. Okay. Now C is the B's mother. So let's go one level above. And C is the B's mother. It will be C minus. And then D is C's father. So go one level upper. And D is the C's father. And E is the D's mother. E is the D's mother. Okay. Our family tree will be like this. Then D related to A. There is D and related to A. So we can say it will be the grandfather, as A and B are siblings. C is the mother of these two child and D is the father of C. That's why D will be the grandfather of A and it will be the maternal grandfather. So that's why we will go with the option D. The 25th answer is option D. Question number 26. In a gathering, 7 members are sitting in a row. C is sitting left to B, but on the right to D. Okay? A is sitting to B, F is sitting right to E, but left to D, H is sitting left to E. So first arrange all of them. C is sitting left to B. So write C and it is sitting left to B. This is the left direction. But on the right to D, it means D should be here. Its right will be C. Okay? A is sitting right to B. So it means A will be right to B in this side. F is sitting right to E but left to D. So left to D means F should be here and it is sitting right to E. It means E should be right of the F. Okay? H is sitting left to E. H should be in the left direction. This is the left direction. Find the person sitting in the middle. So to find the middle, we will just find the middle part. Just make the rainbow and we just found D is at the mid part. So option C will be the answer. 26th answer is option C. Question number 27. Find the missing number. So first we have to just check what is the pattern here. So we can see if we multiply 5 multiply by 3 multiply by 4, it will be your 5 3s are 15, 15 4s are 60. And 5 plus 3 plus 4, that is your 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12. Subtract this 2, so you will get 48. Same pattern is following here also. You can check it. 6 multiply by 4 multiply by 5. So 5 4s are 20, 26 are 120 and 6 plus 4 plus 5. that is your 15. 120 minus 15, 105. The same pattern will be applicable here also. So 7 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 6 equal to 6 5s are 30, 37s are 210. And 7 plus 5 plus 6, that will be equal to 18. If you subtract both of them, 10 minus 8, it will be 2, 10 minus 1, 9 and 1. 192. It is available in the option number C. So 27th answer is option C. Question number 28. Find the missing number. So what is the pattern? Here we have to check. So we can see if we just add this 2 and subtract this 2. So 11 plus 1 multiply by 11 minus 1 will be equal to 11 1 12 plus 10 120. In the same way, the second column will be 17 plus 12 multiply by 17 minus 12. So this is your 29 multiplied by 5. This is your 145. It is in the third row. So same pattern will follow the third column also. 19 plus 11 multiply by 19 minus 11. So that is your 19 plus 11, 30 multiply by 8. So this is your 240. It is available in the option D. So 28th answer will be option D. Question number 28. From the given answer figure, select the one in which the question figure is hidden or embedded. So where is this part where we can find this way, and in this way. So we can see it is, we will come this way, and this way. This part is available in the option C. So 29th answer will be C. Question number 30. Ragini is 169th from the right end in a row of 500 girls. What is her position from the left end? So there is a row where total 500 persons are sitting. Okay? From the right end, from this side to this side, this is the Ragini's position and it is the 169th one. So what will be from the left side? So 500 minus 169 equal to 331. But when you subtracted 169, it means 69th was the Ragini. It means you have subtracted the Ragini also. And we have to find the Ragini's position. That's why we will do plus 1 here. So Ragini's position will be 332nd position. It is in the option B. So 30 answer will be option B. Question number 31. Mr. Joshi travel in his car and cover 1/4 part of his journey with 8 km per hour, 3/5 part of with 6 km per hour, and remaining 3/20 part with speed 20 km per hour. Find out his average speed during the whole journey. Okay. So here we can see 1/4 part plus 3/5 part plus 3/20 part is making one whole. It means we can take the distance as one whole. Okay. So if distance is taken as one whole, then the time taken in the 1/4 part, suppose that is your T1, time taken in the 1/4 part will be distance upon speed. So 1/4 divide by 8, that is your 1/8 4s are 32. The time taken in the 3/5 part. So distance is here 3/5 part divide by speed 6. So this is your 3/30, and after reducing the fraction we can write it as 1/10. And time taken in the third part means 3/20 part, it will be your 3/20 divide by 20 because speed of the car is 20 only. So it will be your 3/400. total time taken, suppose that is t, total time taken will be t1 plus t2 plus t3. So 1 by 32 plus 1 by 10 plus 3 by 400. If you add all of them using the fractional addition, you will get 111 upon 800. This is the total time taken. Now we have to calculate the average speed. Average speed, we know the total distance, that is your 1 upon the total time taken, that is your 111 upon 800. After dividing it, it will be 800 upon 111. So this is, after converting it as the decimal, you will get 7.21 kilometer per hour. It is available in the option number B. So 31 answer is option B. Okay. Question number 32. When this is divided by this, the result is, so first calculate this part, part 1. So to add and subtract it, first we need to take out the LCM of the denominators. So LCM of 2, 4, 5 and 6, you will get it as 60. 60 is the L. Question number 27. Find the missing number. So first we have to just check what is the pattern here. So we can see if we multiply 5 multiply by 3 multiply by 4, it will be your 5 3s are 15, 15 4s are 60. And 5 plus 3 plus 4, that is your 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12. Subtract this 2, so you will get 48. Same pattern is following here also. You can check it. 6 multiply by 4 multiply by 5. So 5 4s are 20, 26 are 120. Okay, now change the numerators. 2 30s are 60 minus 4 15s are 60 plus 5 12s are 60 minus 6 10s are 60. Okay? When you will just simplify it, so you will get 17 by 60. Okay, in the next part, you will get 5, 9, 8, 18 as the LCM of these. You will get 360. Okay, changing the numerator. So 505. The 2 will become 144. 5 will become 200. 3 will become 135 and 7 will become 140. Being a grade 7th student, you should know how to simplify it. So you will get minus 61 by 360. Okay. Now question is telling you to divide this part with this part. Okay. So we will divide it here. So by dividing this to 17 by 60, divide, I'm just doing it directly, the multiplication. So numerator will be denominator, denominator will be numerator. Okay. So 0 0 cancel out, 6 6s are 36 and 17 6s are 102 upon 61 minus 61. It is your minus 141 by 61. Now question is telling you this amount less than 2. It means 2 minus 341 by 61. So we can just directly subtract the whole number. So 3 minus 2, it will be minus 141 by 61. It is matching with our answer. So that's why we will go with the option A. So 32nd answer is option A. Okay. Now question number 33. Find the value of the following algebraic expression at m equal to minus 3, n equal to 2 and r equal to minus 1 for this expression. So we can just do it in simple way. First take this part as the part 1, take this one as the part 2 and this one as the part 3. Okay? So to calculate the part 1, P1 I am just writing it. It is 3 into m square plus n square minus 3m and r plus r square. So 3 will be the outside. M square means minus 3 square plus n square means 2 square minus 3 into m is minus 3 into 2 into minus 1, ठीक है, and plus r square to minus 1 का square. After simplifying you will get 3 into 3 3s are 9 plus 2 2s are 4 minus minus plus minus minus plus and then minus minus it will be, ठीक है, 3 3s are 9 2s are 18 and minus minus plus 1. After addition and subtraction and multiplying with 3 you will get it as minus 12, ठीक है. Now part 2. Part 2 is r 5 into 2m square. M is your minus 3 square plus n square, that is your 2 square, minus 2 into minus 3 into 2, ठीक है. Now so 5 3 3s are 9 2s are 18 plus 2 2s are 4 minus minus plus 12 equal to 170. So part 2 is 170. Now part 3. Part 3 is minus r cube plus I'm just writing it directly here, no need to write the expression. Minus r cube means minus and minus 1 cube, ठीक है, plus 3 into m minus 2, तो minus 3 minus 2 plus 8 into m is minus 3 or n is your 2 square equal to minus 1 and then plus 1. It will be your plus 1 minus 3 plus 2, 5 3s are 15 minus 96 equal to minus 110, ठीक है. Now the final expression is r part 1 minus part 2 minus part 3, ठीक है. This is equal to minus 12 minus part 2 है आपका 170 plus 110. When you simplify it, so you will get minus 292. It is in the option number B. So 33rd answer will be option B. Question number 34. If the sum of two distinct natural number is 448 and their HCF is 16, then how many distinct pair of such numbers are possible? ठीक है, their HCF is 16. HCF is given. So suppose X and Y are the two co-prime number. So our first number will be 16x and second number will be 16y. And it is given that 16x plus 16y equal to 448. So we can write x plus y will be 448 divided by 16, that is 28. So x plus y should be such that whose common factor will be only 1, as both the number are the co-prime number. So x may be 1, y may be 27, x may be 3, y may be 25. 2 and 26 cannot be possible because both are not a co-prime number. Third pair will be 5 and 23. Fourth pair will be 9 and 19. Fifth pair will be 11 and 17. And then 13 and 15. So how many pairs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pairs are there. Okay. And 6 pairs is available in the option B. So 34th answer will be option B. Question number 35. A shopkeeper bought 240 cricket bats for rupees 500 each. He sells 140 of them at the gain of 10%. At what gain percent must he sell the remaining so as to gain 20% on the whole transaction. Okay, so we know that the cost price of one bat is 500. So CP of cost price of 240 bat will be 240 multiplied by 500. That is your 1,20,000. Okay. Now, what should be the gain? 20% on the whole transaction. So what should be the SP considering the 20% gain? It will be your CP, that is your 1,20,000 multiplied by 1 plus profit percentage, that is your 20 upon 100. Okay, after simplifying it, 120,000 multiplied by 120 upon 100, so 0 cancel, 12 12s are 144 and 000. The cost price will be your 1,44,000. Okay, but the shopkeeper sold 140 bat at the 10% profit. ठीक है, तो CP of cost price of 140 bat will be 140 multiplied by 500. This is equal to 70,000. So SP of 140 bat will be your 70,000. That is your CP multiplied by 1 plus profit percentage. That is your 110 upon 100. Cancel out, cancel out. It means it is your 77,000. 77,000 rupees the shopkeeper already earned. Okay. But he need to earn 144,000 rupees. So remaining amount he need to earn, remaining amount he need to earn will be 144,000 minus 77,000. That is your 67,000. Okay, and how many bats are still remained to sell? 140 are already sold. So it means 100 bats are still remaining here. The cost price of 100 bat will be 100 multiplied by 500 equal to 50,000. ठीक है, तो 50,000 हो गया इधर. So what will be the profit? So profit will be your 67,000 minus 50,000 equal to 17,000. So profit is your 17,000. So what is your profit percentage? Profit percentage will be 17,000 upon 50,000 multiply by 100. 0 cancel out. Again 20 is cancel out. 170 divided by 5. You will get 34%. So it means remaining 100 bat the shopkeeper need to sell at 34% so that he can gain the 20% of the profit on the whole transaction. So 35th answer will be option B. Okay, this is our third video, or the here in this third video we have completed all the questions of this previous year question paper. Stay tuned for the next sample paper. Okay, hope you understood all the answers explained here. If so, please write yes in the comment section. I have provided the link of PDF note of this worksheet in the description box. You can download it from there. And if you want to practice more such questions, you can download our app from the Play Store and can buy the test series of your respective class. Thanks for watching.